So when I think about film photography, I think about how expensive it can get. Do I even have the time to shoot film? Do I have to process my own film? Would I mess up a roll? So many questions I have and so many concerns and doubts, but I actually never picked up a film camera until now.
This is such a waste of film.
Please be in focus, please be in focus. So when it comes to spending money, there's definitely a wide range where your money will go into when getting into film. Film cameras, the film itself, and the processing of that film. Will you do it on your own or do you send it to a lab? But looking for a point and shoot, there was a range from $35 up to $10,000 for point and shoots like a Leica or something. But definitely the most popular, I guess you can say, point and shoot camera was the Contax T2 or T3. And that was going for $1,000, and no way I was paying $1,000 for a point and shoot for my first film camera. So that's how I kind of settled on to the Canon AF 35mm. I got it from KEH for $135. And sure, some of you guys might still think that's actually expensive for a point and shoot. I do kind of have an expensive taste, and I wanted something kind of unique, and this point and shoot in a way is unique because it boasts a 1.9 aperture, and a lot of point and shoots were 2.8 as the fastest, or 3.5 or 4.6 or something like that. So this having a fast aperture was very interesting for a point and shoot. This guy was built in the 80s. It smells like the 80s. And it's relatively small. It's smaller than my XE4, which is kind of nice. And the only manual thing on this camera is the physical pop-up flash here. And everything else is automatic. Shot. Okay, so I did go kind of wild when I went to go purchase my film. I purchased quite a bit of things. I did a Kodak Go 200, a CineStill 50D, a CineStill 800T, and a CineStill black and white. I always really wanted to shoot CineStill, like the actual film, because I like the way it looks. The red halation is a very characteristic and iconic look of that film, so I really wanted to have that in my hands and see what it looks like, you know, in person this time rather than looking on YouTube videos and stuff. So in total I spent about $80 on buying film, and I wanted to buy enough because I knew I was going to probably burn through a lot. So yeah. And I just want to obviously point out, as you're seeing some of these images, a lot of them are out of focus. And this camera, one of the features is autofocus. And so in the viewfinder, you can see face, which is kind of the close-up. I don't know, I think it's about 3 feet from what I can judge, but it lights up when it's in focus apparently. I don't believe that it is, hence the images. The second one is like trees, and so that's like your middle framing, I guess. And then the last one's a mountain, and I guess that's your infinity. So all of those were obviously in focus and stuff, but anything really up close, I was really trying to judge when this light was kind of, you know, going to light up. And when it was lit up, then I thought it would be in focus, but it really didn't turn out that way. But I think that's, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I think this is how you wind up the film. So I'm gonna do this on camera to see how much of a noob I am. Yeah, okay, that looks like it. So I just, what do I do? Press this down and then, oh, okay, yeah.
"15 minutes later."
It's taking a long time. Okay, yeah, it was just spinning. All right, it's all done. What's unique about this point and shoot is that it has a 1.9 aperture. The downside of that is that this isn't a fully automatic point and shoot. So in order for me to try to kick this in, I had to trick it that it needs more light. So some of the ways I was thinking about doing that is, one, using a much slower film stock. So this is a 50D. So, I mean, it's bright daylight now, and I'll take a few shots with this. But when it comes to the evening, that's when it really, hopefully I can see some of that, the aperture open up a little bit more of the shots. So that's the plan, that's the idea. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, but I think that makes sense to me. I think it worked a little bit. It's still kind of hit and miss. There's some slow shutter stuff too, because you know it's going to try to compensate. It's really hard to figure out how to trick it to think that it needs more light than it actually does. So, I mean, it's something I'll keep experimenting with. But again, I think it was kind of a fun challenge. I like that kind of stuff, so yeah. All right, so we're here at our local camera store to drop off the film to get developed. I'm not doing prints. Sorry, I'm kind of fixing this thing. I'm not doing prints, I'm just going to just do the digital files. And so yeah, I got 2 rolls that I've shot so far. Technically I shot 3 rolls, but one's black and white, and they don't process black and whites until Thursday. So get these dropped in and see how bad my images look. I think some of them will look good, but a lot of them will be like first testers. So yeah, let's go. This was a chance for me to see like what was their fees for processing the films. And so basically it was like this. For colored rolls, they can get a turnaround 1 day for like $5, and if I want it digitized, it's another like $7 charge. So I gave them 2 rolls plus taxes and stuff like that, and it came to about $27 and some change. So this whole experience has been super fun, and I answered a lot of the questions and doubts that I had just doing the research and just getting into it. So I feel comfortable, and I think a lot of it has come back to my background. So a lot of you guys only know me for rigging cameras, making films and stuff like that. My background is photography, and I went to school for photography, but then all that transitioned to when I started doing documentary film. It just brought me back to the foundation to why I do all this anyway. I just love visual art, and shooting film, it forces you to stay true to your own vision and your own concept and everything that you have in your head, because you can't take a photo and then immediately see it and then tweak it. You have to be committed to what you believe that's going to look good. Don't judge me on these images, I was just having fun. You have to be committed to what you want to create when you're using film, because one shot, that's all you get, 36 frames, or if you're using a larger format, 12 frames at that. So I was really enjoying the process. I was just enjoying just the freedom it gave me and the fun it gave me, just going out, hey, quick snapshot, and I was just rolling from there. So a lot of the doubt and anxiety that I had with film just kind of just melted away when I actually just started doing it. And obviously I'm not knocking on digital photography, but there is a difference. Obviously, that's why people still shoot films. There's a different process, there's a different way of thinking, and not always having to satisfy your instant gratification when you want to take a photo. You take your photo, you have your idea, you take your photo, and you move on, and you hope for the best after that. And the magic of film, seeing it afterwards, is really rewarding. So where does that leave me now? Well, this happened. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I surely did. This is taking me a whole new level in my photography and just visual arts in general. But make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We are giving away our ad dollars each and every month to one of you all or multiple subscribers. So make sure you do that. It's been fun seeing the reactions and seeing people get the money that we say we're gonna give them. All right, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Anybody else smell cameras?